deep cut Star Trek 1 Ilea. Take one.
Hi, I'm Emily.
And I'm Frank.
And this is No Expert. And we are back with another episode in our nerdy fan food series.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
We are making food from different series we love.
Yep.
Food fans making fan food, if you will.
Yes, definitely. You know, like fancy fan food.
Fancy fan food. And today we are making food from Star Trek.
Star Trek.
It was the most requested thing in our last few videos, and I said, of course we'll do that.
Yeah, I mean, Star Trek. I mean, there's so much material to take from. There's so many years of Star Trek.
There's a lot of Star Trek out there.
And because there's so much stuff, what did we choose?
We chose the Klingon food Gagh.
Gagh.
We're making serpent worms. You know, in Deep Space Nine, they say that there are 51 different kinds of Gagh. So we're each going to be making our own version.
So we're doing two.
If you love this, let us know, and we'll do the other 49 Gagh.
Yes.
All right, well, let's get cooking. So, Frank, Gagh number one, what do we have going on here?
So for my Gagh number one, I thought of a noodle that looked like a worm, and it had to be soba noodles for me, right? Now, because there's so many different varieties of that Gagh, it fits perfectly. It's
it
not
looks so much like some of the, I'm sure that the prop department probably
it's not a
used
large
this.
worm, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's maybe we'll call these baby Gagh. But basically what I'm doing is my take on a sesame noodle.
All right.
And it's a cold one, right? And I know that that's not generally how they're eaten.
Sometimes it is, though. There's hot Gagh, cold Gagh, pickled Gagh.
Pickled Gagh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or stewed Gagh. Mm-hmm. So I'm going for a cold version. Mm-hmm. Now, I know that Klingons generally prefer them live, but I like it cold, okay? I want my worms dead.
Yeah, you zap yours 1 second in like deep space before you...
Yeah, right out there. You know, freeze it up and get it cold. But at the end of the day, that's what we're doing is a sesame noodle. And like this in my house is like a fan favorite. Like cold noodles, they love it.
Yeah.
So.
In the summer especially.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think that like as far as a recipe that people are going to replicate.
Hey-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh! Anyone who wants to replicate this recipe, it's fairly easy.
So what are the ingredients that we have
So
here?
what I have is we cooked the soba noodles.
Right. Oh yeah, how do
And
you...
I just boiled them, rinsed them, got them cold, right? Tahini, which is sesame seed paste, chili paste sambal, sugar, garlic, rice wine vinegar, fish sauce, canola oil, soy sauce, sesame oil, and some water in case we got to adjust the consistency.
All right, well that sounds great. Are you ready to make it soba?
This is going to devolve very quickly. The recipe is super easy because I'm using a blender and everything just goes in the blender, right? And we make the sauce and that's it. And we mix it with the Gagh or the worms, right? So basically, let's go into the blender, right? I start with my garlic. I like these to be garlicky. Whenever I think of food that a Klingon would eat, I want thinking like strong flavors.
Yeah, they would...
It's got to be like macho.
Yeah, they don't seem like they would go for like subtle.
Lots of garlic, and then you can use peanut butter if you want, but I'm using sesame. I think sesame is a little more, I don't know, I feel like it gets a little creamier, and I want it to be kind of like the worms have been wriggling around and frothing up because they're so angry that we have to cook them, right? Then the chili is, again, we go back to those strong flavors. We want this to be spicy. Sugar to balance things out, right? This might be weak compared to, like, the Klingons might think sugar is weak for weak people. Yeah. But they do kind of have bad teeth, so
maybe they're big sugar heads, yeah. They got a sweet tooth.
Again, something sharp like a rice wine vinegar. Fish sauce, definitely a Klingon ingredient.
That's a strong flavor, yeah.
Yeah, that's... Oh my god.
I love fish sauce.
Yeah.
I noticed you have Vietnamese fish sauce.
I like the Vietnamese fish sauce. I think that it's just got a nice flavor. I worked with a lot of people from the Philippines when I worked at culinary school, and this was their preferred one, and I found that I actually do like it better than like the other versions, right? Yeah. Soy sauce, right? Add some saltiness.
Yeah, necessary.
Get in there. I like that sound. Sounds like tribbles rolling across the floor. A little bit of water just to kind of start it out. And then I'm going to reserve the oils for a sec, right? The oils are going to go in later once we have it kind of, it's like a vinaigrette, so we want to start it out. So,
okay, makes sense.
top on. You're ready for the noise? So I'm gonna dress it, and then I'm gonna get a glove, because, you know, if you're a Klingon cook, you're mixing this with your hands. You're not messing around. And I'm just gonna get my worms bathed in that sauce. Now, I always find that I like to let my worms marinate a little, right? Just so that they can like really soak up the flavor, right?
Yeah.
We don't want to be impatient. We want to take our time because, you know, this is a very special meal.
Yeah,
right?
That's right.
I think we need a little more sauce. I'm gonna put
You frequently see Gagh at celebratory dinners and on
it's
dates
usually
and things.
special stuff, I feel, you know? All right, and that's pretty much it. I mean, that's how simple this is, you know, and like I said, doing this at home would be super, super easy.
This looks amazing. So did you say you would normally let this sit for a bit?
I let it sit for about an hour. Let it chill in the fridge, right? And then I save a little extra dressing in case it gets dry, because sometimes it does soak up the vinaigrette. So before we put this in the fridge, I have my Star Wars tasting spoon. It's the same show, right?
Oh, yeah. I love the little robots in Star Trek.
But I have my Star Wars tasting spoon. Sorry, we're off base with that, but I want to give it a taste. It's so good.
It really is. I tasted it earlier, and I got to tell you.
You.
Oh, no. That is at warp speed, flavor-wise.
Yes.
We're doing great. Shall we make my
I'm ready.
Gagh?
I can't wait to see what you're going to do.
It's slightly cursed. It's really good. Let's do it. Let's go. All right. So when it came to thinking about my Gagh, there was a very specific Gagh that I had in mind look-wise, and it's you know when Riker first is like on the Klingon ship and he's like trained himself to eat Klingon food, and he's like, oh, I never knew before today how to eat Gagh.
Yeah.
I don't know why I kind of did a Worf voice there, but you get the idea. It's like that specific Gagh was the one that I had in my head. And I'll put the photo up on, but that's the specific Gagh I had in my head. I thought that it looked like, say it with me, everyone will agree, Borch-lain. So that's what I decided to make. And why not? Okay, so the Klingons were originally based on the USSR, right?
I think so, yeah.
So I thought it was
There's
kind of a fun nod to that also.
Around.
And also I just thought, like, Gagh is supposed to be an acquired taste. Why not make something kind of unusual? Yeah. So that's what we're doing.
No, I dig it. I think it sounds good. Look at the ingredients here. Everything looks delicious.
Yeah, and there's some overlap. You know, cabbage, onion, carrot, celery.
Yeah, there's nothing
generally
wrong with
goes in both.
Yeah.
So when I thought about it, I thought about like a standard borscht recipe. Usually you use beet water, which is where you like boil beets for like 2 hours with a little vinegar, and then you like take that water and that's the base of the soup.
Yeah.
And I tried that and to see like what it would do to the noodles if I boiled them in it.
Yeah.
And it kind of turned them an actually like attractive like orange color, where I was like, oh, this actually just looks more appetizing.
Yeah.
So instead, I made red cabbage water.
Okay.
And I boiled them in that. So right now they've got this sort of like slightly purple hue.
Yeah.
But what happens when we add vinegar will be very interesting. Red cabbage has a naturally occurring chemical called anthocyanin. It reacts differently to different pHs, so right now it's this lovely purple color. But if I add vinegar, which is of course acidic, it becomes a lovely pink. Perfect for worms. And of course if I add baking soda, which is alkaline, it turns blue. Neat, right? So in terms of like trying to combine the two recipes, I have like pork fat as a little nod to usually either be pork in like a non-vegetarian borscht.
And Klingons eat lots of beasts, like pigs.
Yeah, 100%. I actually tried it with pieces of pork in it, but I felt like it made it look too much like real, like appetizing.
Yeah, it looked like lo mein,
Yeah, I was like, so we're just gonna use the pork fat as a little nod.
Yeah.
And then we have cabbage, like I said, red cabbage, carrots, red onion. I used red everything to make sure that it would kind of fit that
Stays
look.
with the color, right?
I have a little ginger, white pepper, 5-spice powder, some pickled beets, because it's Borch-lain. And also, I sort of figured like people would put pickled ginger on, like not lo mein so much, but like other fried noodles, like yakisoba. It would be a little way to like incorporate the beets and help really get some redness into this look overall. And then over here I have my celery. I have canola oil, just in case the pork fat needs a little extra
Yep.
like boost. Soy sauce, rice vinegar, bay leaves, salt, pepper, and a little bit of my cabbage water. In case...
Beautiful.
Yeah, because it also helps me balance out the color. All right, so here's what I'm going to do to cook the noodles. First, I'm putting in my pork fat. I'm going to add in most of my vegetables. So I'm going to do some of my red cabbage, my red onion, my carrots, and my celery.
Mm-hmm.
And some of my beets. And to that, I'm going to add my bay leaves, 5-spice powder, and a little bit of my white pepper, and just cook that a little bit. And then I'm going to add my ginger and toss in my noodles. And then I'm going to season that with soy sauce and a little bit of rice vinegar. And if I need to, a little bit of cabbage water.
Yeah.
Salt and pepper as needed. Bing, bang, boom, we're done.
Yeah, we got Gagh.
And you're on your way to Gagh, Borscht town. I guess maybe this is stewed Gagh.
Stewed Gagh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's fitting, yes. Look at that. Look at those worms dance around.
All right, I think that this is looking great. Perfect hot Gagh.
Here, let me give you a hand.
Yeah, help me out here. All right, and that is my stewed Gagh.
Ooh. Make old Gowron proud.
Yeah. Frank, do you want to plate up yours too? And then we can
All right, let's plate it up.
try it out.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
All right, so your not soba noodles, your Gagh.
It
So
has
your
set
Gagh
up.
has been.
You can see that
sitting,
the vinaigrette
marinating.
did soak a little, but I'm okay. I don't think it needs any more, right?
Yeah.
And I want to just pile it up to look as unappetizing as possible.
Right. Yeah.
It should be a
No
big,
twirls here.
Yeah, it should be a big pile
Hopefully lightly moving.
of dead cold worms. I killed them. I think
Should be very fresh.
but that's my Gagh.
Look at this wharf. It's barely moving.
We're sitting in a DS9 cargo hold too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's well, like we said, there are 51 different styles.
Yeah,
there's
and it
there's
is-
bound to be a cold one that they're dead.
Your taste in Gagh is never wrong. I mean, the replicator can't even make live Gagh,
no,
so
it
that's
can't.
why Riker had never even had it before he was on.
So basically, some Gagh is better than no Gagh at all.
That's right. Yeah. And look at these two artistic Gaghs. We're like Vincent van Gogh. That was a long walk for a short joke. I think it's time to taste these because today is a good day to dine.
All right, so just hands.
Just
right?
hands, right?
All I'm gonna go
We're
into
gonna eat
yours
them
first.
correctly. I'll eat yours.
mean,
This should
it's-
be slimy and an
It's very
acquired taste.
worm-like.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look at the tail on that one. Let's go, ready?
Delicious.
It's very texturally. Like udon
It's
noodles
wormy.
are
I know.
wormy.
And I slime it out. I
Oh my
slime
gosh.
it up a little when I add
That's
the
really
cabbage
good.
water. It's good.
And it like totally has those borscht vibes, right?
Yeah.
A little vinegary. Like
It's
that
like
earthiness
it's
from the
weird,
beets.
but I felt like it was
Yeah.
supposed to be kind of like unusual, you know?
Well, of course, I can't eat without getting it all over me.
No. You know what I like about this is the pork fat because you can
Yeah.
feel there's just like an undercurrent of
You
like
definitely get
savory.
it. That's delicious. I want it I do want a little meat on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think if I were making this even for like a Star Trek party or something, I
Yeah.
probably would put the
Yeah.
meat in just because I
Like
think.
I think you could get away with like shredding some pork or beef.
Yes,
like
I actually was thinking about that, and I was like, I don't have time to like make shred. Like yesterday, I was like, oh, shredded pork would have been smart.
But
like,
I
too-
do
too
totally
slow.
get the borscht vibes with a little bit of the 5-spice a little.
Right, yeah.
Like,
Well,
I love it.
in borscht, also usually you like boil the pork with like allspice and peppercorns
Yeah.
and bay leaves and stuff.
Yeah.
And like peppercorns and bay leaves are also used in Chinese cuisine.
Yeah.
And then like 5-spice, I figured it was like better than putting allspice in.
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's so good. It's like
I'm thrilled. This is like a real dinner. You know what I mean? Like this is actually a meal that normal people would eat.
oh yeah, we're gonna
in
eat it
in
too.
a good way. Yeah, and I intend
We're
to.
so lucky we get to eat it.
I don't know, I'm getting back in here if that's
Yeah.
all right.
Because you got to eat it with your hands. You cannot eat it with. I'm
It's like so creamy.
gonna get a big one.
The tahini really like.
Yeah. Yeah. Holds on to the noodles really well. I think that we hit it out of the park.
Yeah.
Or what can we say other than hit it out of the park?
We really warped out of the Delta Quadrant with this one.
Phasers on full for these.
I'm turning off my communicator and diving in.
This could have been the Kobayashi Maru, but it wasn't. And we didn't even have to cheat.
That's right.
We're
Very
going
rare.
to movies now, too.
Yeah, right. Would you make this for a Star Trek view party or something? Like, or a Star Trek themed birthday party, something like that? And, yeah, what do you want to see next?
Yeah.
49 more Gagh?
Nerd it up, people.
Something else? Maybe, I don't know, what are some other good, maybe like Avatar, The Last Airbender,
was
something
there
from
any food in
there?
that
There's like, momos. There's like, in the Fire Nation, there's a lot of like spicy food.
Oh, Avatar, the actual good show.
Oh,
not-
yeah.
not the
Oh, sorry.
movie.
Avatar, The
Not
Last
the blue
Airbender, the real one.
Secret Tunnel.
Yeah. What?
All the
Oh,
cabbages.
cabbages. Yeah, my cabbages.
I think Avatar's got to be next.
Yeah,
right?
I think that's a good one.
We'll
All
have
right.
a little tea for Uncle
Yeah,
Iroh.
exactly. Okay, good. Or maybe Romulan ale.
Romulan ale.
A lot of good options.
Spice beer.
I feel like we had a lot to go back to on Lord of the Rings too. I mean,
Yeah, we got a lot. We got a lot.
We got a lot of material in the tank.
Yeah, 'cause
you
if
let
you
us
like
know what you want to
this,
see.
We're gonna keep doing it. If
And
you
if you
don't
don't,
like it,
We're gonna keep doing it. Well, I'm excited to eat these for dinner.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's Gagh to dinner.
Let's Gagh out of here.
Yeah. Thank you again for being here. You have a wonderful YouTube channel.
Yes, I do.
You can find him on Proto Cooks.
Proto Cooks with Chef Frank, and yeah, we try and produce a video every couple of weeks, you know.
Yeah.
And
You've got merch. You've
Yeah,
got
we
a
got
Patreon.
merch. We
You've
got
got
people-
a P.O. box.
Yeah,
You've
we
got
got a
videos galore.
a little bit of everything. You
Yeah.
know, we were having fun with it.
Yeah, you'll be able to catch me on Proto Cooks as well. Kind of fun.
Yeah.
Thank you again. Thank you again for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to smash a like on it, subscribe to see more videos like this, share with your favorite Klingons, and
Live long and prosper.
live long and prosper. Oh, that was such a better. I was going to give the regular ending, but yeah.